Over 50 videos later and a few blog posts and having worked with a few clients here and there, I've come to realize something about guys. Our wardrobes are like a seesaw. Chances are very high if I dress up really well. When it comes to dressing down, I honestly look like I'm homeless. So in today's video, I will share with you some wardrobe staples that every guy should have when it comes to the formal end of your wardrobe. Oh, and don't worry about this. This is just for the intro. Wait until you see me right after this intro. What's up, good people? Welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, I am David Ochola and this is Wardrobe Chronicles. On this channel, I make videos that not only help you be the best version of yourself, but also help you present that best version of yourself to the rest of the world. In case you're into that kind of stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any of the videos that I post. I post weekly videos on Sundays at 10 a.m. East African time, and that's great content that will help you put your best foot forward. That said, let's jump right into it. Oh yeah, and I look fresh now, yeah? The first essential when it comes to formal wear or when you're trying to build the formal end of your wardrobe is a good pair of leather shoes. Leather shoes because that is the anchor of any good outfit that you can put on. When it comes to formal shoes and color, it really comes down to what you have in your wardrobe. But assuming you're just starting out, we're going for two main colors, brown shoes and black shoes. And by brown, I don't mean this kind of brown, I mean something a little more darker than that, something that can be dressed up and down, something you can wear with jeans and wear with a suit and you will still look good. That's what we're going for. When I started with black formal shoes, and that's where everyone starts, and it's fine. However, over time you'll realize they are not as versatile as brown shoes would be. A darker shade of brown will work really well because they are versatile. And by versatile, I mean something you can dress up with a suit and dress down with a pair of jeans and still look fresh. That's what we're going for. When it comes to what type of shoes you're going for, you can go for monk straps, you can go for wingtips, you can go for brogues. But personally, I think monk straps are a good place to start. But monk straps are not everyone's cup of tea. So let's just say you can go for wingtips or a pair of brogues because that's the simplest and safest place to start. Number two, a few pairs of slacks. And most of you guys are looking at me like, what are slacks? For my Kenyan people, slacks are formal trousers. Formal trousers will help you compose very nice outfits when it comes to formal wear, because as you're starting to build the formal end of your wardrobe, you will realize that jeans and khakis are not good enough for some occasions. So what you want to go for is a few pairs of versatile colors, yeah? So for example, you can go for charcoal gray, you can go for light gray, you can go for navy, you can go for black, and for something a little bold, you can go for pinstriped or checked trousers. That's going to be a really good place to start. But what we're really mainly going for is versatility, something you can wear in many different ways. The next thing that you should consider buying when it comes to building the formal end of your wardrobe is a few plain shirts. And plain because, just like I've said before, time and time again, we're going for versatility, something that will help you get the most out of the money you spent on it, yeah? So for example, you can go for plain blue shirts, white shirts, gray shirts in some cases, and if at all you're a bit bold, you can go for cream shirts. Personally, it just doesn't work with my skin tone, so I usually settle for blue and gray most of the time. But really, it comes down to your preference and the kind of brand you're trying to build, yeah? Remember, we're not trying to make you look like a mini David, we're just trying to make you be yourself. So whatever colors of shirts work for you, go for those, but in plain colors, so that once you have already sorted that out, you can go for other bolder colors that will look as fresh. So I would suggest that over time, once you bought the plain formal shirts that I am suggesting, you buy something interesting, you buy something checked, something striped, something colored, something that will add more personality and character to the outfits that you put together, so that you'll be the stylish gentleman that you are supposed to be. Another thing I'd like to point out when it comes to shirts is that there's some certain shirts that you can wear with a tie and there's those that you cannot wear with a tie. Depending on your personal taste, I would suggest you go for both. You can buy button-down shirts that look like this, and you can buy some that are more formal that look like this. These are meant to be worn with ties, these ones not so much. Now, the next step when it comes to building a formal wardrobe, yeah, is to buy your first suit. And this is usually a bone of contention when it comes to what color you should settle for. Many guys will tell you should settle for black. I highly and strongly suggest that you desist from doing that. Go for navy or charcoal gray. And here's why. Those are two colors that are usually a little more casual than going for something that's black. Chances are very high when you wear a black suit, you will look like you're going to a funeral or coming from one, and that's not what we want to do here. We want to make you look like you know what you're doing when it comes to the formal end of your wardrobe. So go for navy and charcoal gray. Just check this out. This suit right here is dressed up, and this is the same suit dressed down. You know what I mean? It makes more sense to buy that than to buy one black suit that you'll only be able to wear when you're going for job interviews, when you're going for formal parties and things like that. That's not what we want. We want something versatile. Charcoal gray is also a good color. It's a little more formal than a navy suit, but it's more casual than a black suit. So that is a good place to start. Over time, you will realize that you're getting bored with just two colors. Now, after that, you can now think about buying checked suits, striped suits, interesting suits that look like this one over here. It's a very, very interesting print and fabric here. So that really comes down to your personal taste once you figured out what the basics are. And this video is really about building it from the basics. And the last item I'd like to talk about in today's video when it comes to building the formal end of your wardrobe is good underwear. When it comes to underwear, I mean, just make a good investment. And I'm not talking about vests alone. I'm talking about underwear like boxers or briefs, whatever works for you, and socks and undershirts and vests, yeah? So go for things that you will be able to wear for a really long time, as opposed to buying low quality ones that you will have to keep buying over and over again. Although ideally you're supposed to change your underwear every so often, that really comes down to your budget. Just make a good budget plan where you can be able to buy underwear all together, so that when you're buying, you buy socks, you buy undies, you buy vests and undershirts. Buy them all together in bulk. I personally find it easier to buy them like that, so that you don't have to keep worrying about what will I be wearing tomorrow. When it comes to socks, I would not suggest you start with happy socks and colorful socks. Start with colors that work with what you have already bought when it comes to trousers, yeah? So generally, the rule is that you should match your trousers and your socks. And that's not a bad thing, but over time, when that gets boring, now you'll get into buying happy socks. But for a start, just go for solid colored ones that don't have so much going on. That way you will look sophisticated and you will look like you're not trying too hard. When it comes to underwear, this comes down to personal preference, but I'd just say avoid things that will look dirty quickly, because that will make you look disgusting, not only to other people, but to yourself. But for the undershirts, I would suggest you go for gray. Gray because when you wear it under a white shirt, it will almost be invisible, yeah, as opposed to buying a white one. And that brings me to the end of today's video. If there's some essentials that you think I left out, be sure to drop them down in the comment section below. I'd really appreciate it, and others would, because they'll definitely check out the comment section. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your time. I'll see you in the next one, and keep crushing it. If you liked this video and found